Vice Minister, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues and friends. Welcome to the celebration of the National Day of Romania. This year indeed a celebration as we witness the return of the hostages, a blessed moment for their families, some with Romanian roots. We are truly happy to see some family members here with us tonight. 7th of October took a heavy toll on the Romanian community. Romanian Israelis were killed on that horrible day, some doing their duty, some simply defending their families. We had hostages who never came back alive, children kidnapped with their mothers who luckily returned, and finally people who returned only recently after being held for too long under inhuman conditions. They all remain close to our hearts, and we mean it and I mean it. And let me share a thought of mine and of ours with you, ladies and gentlemen. Those who forget, who was the aggressor 2 years ago, in November. Those who forget who was a victim, I will say the following, I'll ask them the following. Who on this earth kidnaps all people? Who on this earth beats with sticks 11 years old kids? Who murders babies? And the answer is obvious. This savagery should not remain without an answer. And Israel had the right and the duty to defend itself. Let's be very, very clear. It is my privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to address to you on the occasion of the National Day. And this is a moment to celebrate the union of all historical homelands of the Romanian people, Transylvania, Bukovina, and Bessarabia in 1918. This is also a great opportunity to remember that Romania and Israel established diplomatic relations from the very beginning of the birth of modern Jewish state in 1948. Our historical partnership of 77 years was never interrupted. Romania was the only country in the communist bloc which did not break diplomatic relations with Israel. As Israel faces unprecedented challenges, Romania continues to be a solid friend. Our political dialogue at high level is continuing. We just had a very successful visit of Minister Gideon Saar to Bucharest, an excellent dialogue with his counterpart, as well with the Prime Minister and the President of Romania, who wouldn't let him go. I was there, so I saw it. The excellent cooperation in defense industry continued with new project. It's a very solid field in which mutual trust is essential. The Romanian airline Tarom did not interrupt its flights to Israel, and we have a new airline, Anima Wings, connecting Tel Aviv to Bucharest. Romania and Israel conducted this year several complex coordination tasks. During the Iran war, there were very intense activity to assist Romanian citizens who were working or visiting Israel to return home safely, and I thank again the Israeli authorities for their kind and efficient help, but also my colleagues from the embassy and our consulates. There were intense police and consular efforts, both in Romania and Israel, to facilitate the pilgrimage to Oman for Rosh Hashanah. This was again a very, very good and solid example of cooperation, bilateral cooperation. On the humanitarian side, we continued medical evacuation of sick children from Gaza in the framework of the EU Civil Cooperation Mechanism. And here, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our consular teams for working around the globe. Next week we'll have the 11th military flight, evacuating sick kids from Gaza. And I need here to express a special word of appreciation to the Israeli authorities, especially the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but also Kogat, because they did a great service in this respect, and I kindly ask you to applaud them for their excellent cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, those without a glitch, under very difficult times. We are not forgetting the tragic events and the heinous murders committed by Hamas. We are looking ahead with hope. Hope to a future long-lasting peace based on the US initiative Gaza Peace Plan. And something is moving ahead. I just came back from Washington and I had some very interesting meetings there. And on the UN Security Resolution adopted only 10 days ago by the United Nations Security Council. We should not abandon the normalization process and the building of a political climate that will hopefully lead to a peaceful coexistence of two states, even this entails a longer time and many challenges. We live as human beings, we are also in a rush. Sometimes slow and steady is better than being in a rush, especially in this case. I agree with our Israeli friends. But our position is very clear, it has always been. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel has the right, like any other state, to live in peace and prosperity. And, ladies and gentlemen, its existence is not negotiable. And from this point of view, Romania was, is, and will always be on Israel's side. Romania will continue to strongly support this. Partnership between Romania and Israel goes far beyond government and diplomatic relations. It is built on historical bonds between Romanians and Israelis, on family stories, on shared values, and on experiences of real people. At the heart of our relationship in the Romanian Jewish community, whose heritage and energy continues to enrich the Israeli society, is this strong relationship between Israel, Romanians of Romanian roots, Romanians of Israel, and Romanians of Israeli roots. They carried with them the songs, traditions, humor, and memories of Romania, building a true human bridge that connects our two people this day. We are truly grateful for all the Israelis with Romanian roots. All of you tonight, you make us proud. Your contribution to culture, economy, healthcare, business, sport, and so many other fields is both a legacy and investment in a common future. I need to mention here the extraordinary work done by our honorary consuls, Asi Schmelzer, Benny Baraz, and Zvika Berkovic in promoting trade, economic investment, and people-to-people contacts. They do a fantastic work that reveals once again the enormous potential of our countries in terms of economic cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, I would like to return to the difficult topic of raising anti-Semitism. In this respect, Romania has achieved a tremendous progress in promoting education focused on tackling anti-Semitism and upholding the memory of the Holocaust. This year, the commemorations related to the Holocaust in Romania have been represented at the highest level of Chiefs of States, President Herzog, at the yearly meeting of Romania's Holocaust commemoration at Yad Vashem in September, and President Nicușor at the ceremony in Bucharest on October 9th, that is the National Day of Holocaust commemoration in Romania. And here, I must again convey special thanks and appreciation to people, again real people, the leadership and experts working with us at Yad Vashem, to a good friend of us and of Romania, Danny Dayan, and as well as those from Amir Association. We couldn't promote the Holocaust memory in the way we are doing now without your involvement, and you have our deepest gratitude. In this context, I have to mention the perils of far-right anti-Semitic political forces in Europe, as it is in Romania. unfortunately present. That is why it's crucial for our Israeli partners to show restraint and to prevent contacts that unfortunately took place with those malign forces that do not serve any interest neither in Romania nor in Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, thank you very much for attending our National Day celebration. And let me invite you to enjoy some of our culinary delights, especially our wine, perhaps inspiring you for the next visit to our country. Romania continues to be a very safe and popular destination for Israelis, and we are happy to see that more and more of you are discovering Romania. I finish by extending a heartfelt congratulations to all people, Romanian or not people alike. They contribute to the iron strong friendship between Romania and Israel. La mulți ani, România!